My DMs are blowing up these days with your tips and leads about the country's politicontractors. Over the last 3 months, Rappler's community has flooded us with critical information. It's tips like we've never seen them before. Citizens stepped up and pointed us to faulty projects, spilled the beans on who among their officials are also contractors. It was Rappler's community who built this. The first map in the country that shows just how much of our flood control systems were built by our politicians and their families. From these tips, we saw patterns emerge.
Alam niyo bang since naging congressman si Edwin Garjola, pumalo sa bilyon-bilyong piso ang DPWH projects na napanalunan ng mga kumpanya ng kanyang pamilya.
Base sa investigasyon ng Rappler, si Lubiano ay isa sa mga top donors ni Escudero noong 2022 elections.
Mukhang nakinabang daw ang ilang Villar properties sa mga itinayong flood control projects.
Our research and data team mixed coding and free web tools to scrape data from government websites.
So Philippine government data are always messy. We have to scrape, sort, and clean every row you see here.
This became our pivot table playground. Corporate and procurement databases became our favorite sites, but we like the free ones more. Obscure microsites from the government were God-sent, like where to find the certificates of candidacy and how to verify someone's tax ID number. Tracking campaign donations and verifying some assets became somewhat easier because we've been requesting and compiling these documents for years. We hit a bump in 2020 when the Duterte government restricted public access to politicians' mandatory financial statements. It's a policy which President Marcos continued until recently. The new ombudsman has now lifted that restriction. But there's an order from Marcos called Memorandum Circular Number 15 that remains in place. It is the longest list of restrictions to freedom of information that we have ever seen. Still, we persist. Because if there's one thing no government can ever block, it's you. You continued to send us information that we cannot scrape from any website. You provided us real intelligence. You couraged on. So keep sliding into our DMs because we're not just building a map, we're building a nation.